Well, President Obama is having a fit. He's very upset that Prime Minister Netanyahu from Israel is going to come and speak to Congress. And why is he upset over that? Well, it's because during the State of the Union message this past week, the president largely glossed over any sanctions with regard to Iran. And he has threatened to veto any sanctions that are voted on and passed by the House of Representatives. Any sanctions that would impede, as he perceives it, the negotiations are going on with Iran concerning their nuclear development. He's threatened to veto any attempt to impose further sanctions. And so the Speaker of the House, John Boehner, has invited Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel to come and speak to this issue. Now, the Prime Minister said he is willing to go any place that he's invited to speak to the issue of Iran gaining nuclear weapons. Israel faces the existential threat of to their own survival, and leaders of Iran have said they're going to wipe Israel off the map, and Israel takes that seriously, as they should. And this has quite upset the president. He feels that Prime Minister Netanyahu should not have responded this way. His ire should be directed at John Boehner, because John Boehner issued the invitation, but it's issued at Netanyahu because he has nothing but contempt for Prime Minister Netanyahu, and has had during his whole administration. The things that he's said, the things that he has done, borders on anti-Semitism. There are those who say that the president is basically an anti-Semite when it comes to Netanyahu. I think we'll have to wait and see whether there are hostile actions taken toward the nation Israel in the future. But in any case, he's like a spoiled child that's having a temper tantrum concerning what John Boehner has done by inviting the Prime Minister to come and speak to Congress. We observe this, the leader of the free world, and this impetulance, this lack of moral statesmanship, lack of mature statesmanship, certainly. But what can we do? Well, I would suggest to you there's not a whole lot we can do. There is a trajectory that God has sovereignly decreed. And it's going to get bad, and it's going to get worse in the days ahead. So what do we do? What do Christian Zionists do? What do those who are lovers of Israel do? We're encouraged in Psalm 122 to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Now, I would remind you that when we pray for the peace of Jerusalem, we are actually praying that the Prince of Peace will come to Jerusalem, and he will install his rule and righteous reign. He will reign in power and great glory, and that's the only time, that's the only thing that will ultimately bring peace to Jerusalem. But in the meantime, we're to pray for it. In Psalm 122, verse 6, it says, "Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you be secure. May there be peace within your walls and security within your citadels. For the sake of my brothers and friends, I will say to you, peace be within you. And for the sake of the house of Yehovah, our God, may there be peace within you." The house of Yehovah, our God. That is a prayer that God will indeed answer in his time. Till next week, Od Ki Yavo Shiloh, or until Messiah comes, Yivareka Yehovah. Yehovah bless you and bless yours.